Good evening, welcome back again. So we just finished up the video on the updates for the 2017, 2018, or is it 2018, 2019? I don't know. The two tributes. We're getting ready to finish those. Just wanted to comment, when I was looking for the silver reflector knobs, right there. That's what I was trying to show you guys. So that's what originally came on those tributes, only instead of black, they were gold. So yeah, dumb. Walked right past that and didn't even realize there was some reflector knobs on a guitar right here in front of us. So let's get to project in hand. So last night, or yesterday, not last night, but I got home at night. Went to go do both of these cabinets. The one material, I didn't bring it back from the shop, but the one material was black with the gray paisleys on it. I started to use that on the other cabinet and it was so thin, the glue was bleeding through it and making it really sticky. He wanted me to wood glue it on, but the problem with that was it moved around too much, and when you're trying to wrap it and whatnot, then you're getting wood glue all in your stapler and it starts lifting and making air bubbles around the corners and in here, and it was lifting. So I wiped it all down and I said screw that, and I went to the normal glue like you would glue a vinyl top on like a 70s street rod, you know, the vinyl tops on them. And anyways, that's what I used to do. I'll still do if I wanted to, but I used that glue to put all my material on these amplifiers. It's called Stay Put, comes in 5-gallon. It's pretty expensive. It's like $500 for a 5-gallon bucket of it, but works really good. Once you use it, you don't have to worry about it coming off. Just the problem with that material, it was so thin, it was bleeding right through. So I have to get with Steve and find out if there is a different material that he would like to put on there, and I have a ton of them. So like these ones here are nice and thick, and that glue will not disturb, or yeah, it won't come through. It won't be leaking through because this material here is thick enough. The problem with this material is when you're working with a cabinet like this, it's really hard to get it around them radiuses and stuff because you're cutting the material up to the corner and then it splits. So got some other ones though that are thick enough. Now like these ones here, these are thin materials, but I've already used these on amplifier projects and they're just thick enough where the glue does not bleed through it. So that's pretty much what I got left except for this one. So this one here is another really nice one, but it's also extremely thin. So the glue just bleeds right through that. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one or the black with the gray paisleys on it, because the glue just bleeds through way too quickly. So I might have to do some research and maybe find some other glues that are still strong enough to keep it on there, but yet not bleed through it. And these are the materials that I have here. I might have to go buy something else if he doesn't like it. Here's some scraps from other leftover ones. We got some red paisley here, some kind of teal, blue, gold. And then this one here is another questionable one because it is just so thin that, I mean, there's just no body to it at all. So the glue just goes right through it. So I have 3 materials total that until I find something else, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Now they do, he's the one that, Dan's the one that suggested I use the wood glue on it. That way they could clear coat it and lacquer it. But when they're using theirs, they're doing it on the face of a guitar. So it's pretty much laying flat. The wood glue hardens, then they go around with a router and they trim it off to the edge. I don't have that option because I have all these corners and bends and the holes. And then, like I said, when you split it, there's spots where you don't have much material. And I can show you guys that here right now because I got one done. So this one, he picked the same material that I did my 15-inch bass amp in. And I think it came out really good. It was a really pain in the butt to do this because of, again, all of the corners and stuff like that. Down in here in these corners, it was a real hard chore to get that to wrap around and not show wood. So this is obviously not finished. All the feet, the handle, and all the hardware still has to go on it. They're hand wiring chassis with tubes to put in this, and then obviously once the speaker is in there, you know, you won't see that big hole, and it'll black out and it'll look a lot nicer. So you can't really judge it right now because it's not finished, but I did everything I could to try to make everything symmetrical and not look stupid. But when you have a material like that with a pattern, there isn't really too much you can do with it other than to make sure that you make it the same on both sides. The bottom you're really not going to see, but even there I tried to make sure everything stayed center and symmetrical and not all cattywampus and whatnot. So this is all glued on. This is all stitched right here and right here on both sides. And then everything around the edges is all done with stainless steel staples, so they're never going to rust or look like crap. But so that is it right there. That one is ready to go to Lay's and have them finish it out. So if you guys are interested in this one, when they get done hand wiring it and putting the tubes and stuff in it, I don't know what speaker they're putting in there, but I'm sure they'll have it up on their website. So if you guys want to keep track of that, keep watching Lay's Loft in Akron, Ohio. Check out their site and watch them on Reverb too, because they have listings on Reverb and on Lay's, and they got a guy there doing that full time now, but things come and go, and sometimes they go before they even get listed. So if it's something that you are interested in, give them a call and say, hey, I'm interested in that amp that you guys are hand wiring and the guitar guy covered for you. So pretty much this one was going to be in that black material with the gray paisleys, and I was going to do black speaker grill cloth in it. So since it wasn't working out, I'm going to get a hold of Steve, find out if there's any other material here that I have that he likes. If not, I'll go back to shopping and try to find some more paisleys that are thicker, that are closer to what he had already picked out. But kind of hit a wall on this one. It won't take me long once I have the material and I know what to do with it now that I got that one done. But I don't really want to ever do these kind of cabinets again. They're just really complicated with the compound radiuses and everything, and I had to bury staples in the material here in the corner. I don't like doing that. You can't see them, and especially once you put the control panel in there and stuff, but I'm an upholsterer. That's what I did my whole life. Worked on hot rods and stuff like that, 6-7 figure cars. So this is pretty simple, but at the same time, as an upholsterer, I know when to not do something, and I don't know, I'm just not happy with this. Even, I mean, it looks good and there's nothing wrong with it, and I even took the time to make sure that the blocks and everything that these screw to were wrapped all the way around, so it has a nice finished look. I don't know if they want the inside of the cabinet to stay raw or not. They can brush some black in there if they don't like that, but I left that alone. I did do the baffles in black, obviously, because once it's all together, you don't want to take all that apart and pull the grill cloth off and stuff to paint that black. So that's it, guys. There's one of them done. Both of them technically should have been done, but I had so many issues with this one yesterday trying to get that material on there, but it was just so thin that the glue I used on this bled through and it was real sticky. The wood glue wasn't working out because it was bubbling and shifting around when I was trying to get it on, and then my staple gun, that's like $400 for that gun, and it was loading the end of it up with wood glue. So wasn't too excited about that. I had to take my time to clean all that out of it. So we're gonna have to go back to doing it like I did this, but I have to find a material that he likes that I can do that with. So there you go. That is the update on the Lay's Loft amps. So while we're talking about that, I guess I'll go ahead and dig these out. And I probably should have did this before I started the video, but we are at 825 or so subscribers now. And once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away 2 amps. And this is one of them. So I purchased this one on Goodwill for $40. It's an E-Spin. It's just a little practice amp. And it's similar to this, but the wood is a lot thinner. So doing these 2 corners here wasn't that big a deal. It was a lot easier to wrap that versus this that's like almost an inch thick. So it's probably like 3/4, but anyways, this one, I cut the cabinet down. Go ahead and grab this one because I'm going to be giving away 2 of them. And dig this out here. Okay, so this one's going to be a little more crazy. So if you guys can notice here, this is what this used to look like. So when I took it all apart, I went ahead and I cut that out and made it even across there, more like these old blues amps, the Fender style. So anyways, this one here is just factory speaker. I did change the grill cloth and the material on it. And this one was a used one that I bought. I think I got like 40 bucks in it, plus my time in redoing it. But this one I bought brand new. And I think I got like 60 bucks in it. And I also bought this Jensen mod speaker for 50 bucks. So they come with a 4-inch speaker in it. This one here, we're gonna go Nutty Fruitcake with, and we're gonna do the same thing, cut the cabinet down, recover it, and I'm going to put the 6-inch Jensen mod speaker in there. So these will be the 2 amplifiers I give away after we hit 1,000 subscribers and we hold at 1,000. So when we hit 1,000, I'm gonna give this one away. After we hold 1,000 for a little while, and I know we're gonna stay at 1,000, we're gonna go ahead and do this one together. I'll let you guys pick the material out. We're gonna put this mod speaker in it, and we're gonna give that away. So after we break that 1,000 mark, we're gonna have a couple giveaways. Once I do get monetized, and it's gonna take a while to start making money on YouTube, but my plans, because I don't need YouTube for money, but the money, if I do start making money on YouTube, my plans are to take anything that I get from YouTube and put back into the show and do more giveaways. Maybe at some point we'll be able to give an amp like this away that's completely done. A guitar that you guys picked the colors for and refinished. You get where I'm going with this? So as I grow, I'm going to give everything that I get from you guys. I'm going to try to give a bunch of it back. So that's where I plan to go with this show. We'll buy a guitar, redo it, put it up as a giveaway. So that's my plans for the future of this show. So I hope you guys tell everybody, hey, this guy wants to give away stuff, because that's what I plan on doing. So don't forget to like and subscribe. We hit that 1,000 mark. We're going to give those 2 amps away. I'll let you guys pick the color on this. As you've seen, I got tons of materials, and I got a few more at the shop. So we'll recover this, modify the cabinet, and put the 6-inch mod speaker in it. All this is out of my pocket right now. That's why it's not real extravagant and big, but like I said, I want to keep going and make it bigger and bigger every time I give something away. So before we go, I'll just let you guys check out a couple of the amps I've already done in case you're watching for the first time. There is the FM212, and here is the Ultimate Chorus, and that is what it looked like before I did it. That's another Ultimate Chorus. And I took the pedal out for somebody to show them, but I made straps for it with stainless snaps. Same with the cord holder, and then like all my raw edges and stuff, I cover pieces of bamboo wood, and then I staple them down to cover the raw edges just to clean it up. Over here is the bass amp that I did, 15-inch Sidekick 65. You guys can check my previous videos out if you want to take a better look at them. This Super 60, I'm still looking for some good tubes for it, but as you can see in this one, I gotta put a couple input jacks in the board, and then here is the strap for the foot pedal. I gotta mount that in there yet, but I also made the reverb tank cover for it. So eventually I will make reverb tank covers for both of those too. I do have a little bit of material left over. I just haven't had the time to do it, and then when I do have time, I don't remember. I forget about it. So yeah, hopefully I'll get this Super 60 done soon. It's been sitting here for a while and just kind of on the back burner, but I think that turned out really good too. And again, this is one that has that thicker material like this, and these two have the thinner materials, but they're like twice the thickness of the thin material that I was having issues with yesterday. So I know better now not to buy materials like the 3 that I just showed you. Well, 2 because the other one's at the shop, but yeah, these style amplifiers, I'm not real excited about recovering. Here's another one, 410s in it. But yeah, so that's it. Right there, Lay's Loft amp number 1. It's ready to go and have them finish it up. And then here are going to be the giveaway amps. So that's all I got for tonight, guys. Tired, had a long day. So thank you guys again for watching, and I appreciate the support, and hopefully we can start giving you guys a lot better things. Hopefully full guitars, you know. So that's my goal. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time.